there is a chance that the New Zealand US dollar cannot break this level and I will have to close the trade earlier. So I'll update you guys again. Hi traders, here's an update for the New Zealand dollar trade that I have done last week. As you can see, the trade did not go well and I was stopped out of this trade. As per what I was discussing last week, it seems like New Zealand US dollar cannot break this resistance level and there was a red flush down followed by um, some red candles. Actually, after this flush down, what I should have done is I should have exited the trade because my trade setup was no longer validated and I decided to be hopeful and stubborn and hold on to the trade. So I think this is a lesson for us that sometimes when your trade is not going in your favor and your trade setup has been invalidated, it is good to cut losses and exit the trade earlier.
So if price retrace and manage to hold above this level, I will be adding another position and hope that it will move to our profit target level. Hi, also this week we have quite a few pairs to go through. The first one would be the Aussie Sing that was in our portfolio from last week. Price couldn't break above the high last week, and it was actually consolidating between the 1.02 to 1.0145 level. It was eventually rejected off by the 50 SMA and it triggered our stop loss. Right now, it has retraced to a level near the bottom of the trend line that we drew. And if a bullish candle might comes about, we might take a long entry going forward from here.
Hi traders, I've entered on the US CHF pair on the 4-hour time frame. Why did I enter this trade was due to this red candle here, which bounced off the support level of 0.958, and I'm thinking that this trade would go upwards to test this region up top at this light blue area again, and my strategy now is to have a swing and take profit before it hits uh, the test zone. Then we'll see how it works out. Hi traders, here's an update for the USD CHF pair that I've entered previously. As you can see, I have taken profit of this trade and netted $26. A thing to note about this trade is at the candle where I entered the trade, you can see that actually it has a very long wick and the retracement was quite scary. It almost hit my stop loss before it reversed up and shot up towards the take profit target, and also it broke this zone that I was talking about previously. So moving forward about this trade, what I can look out for is how this particular red candle, when it retraces back to this zone, how it plays out here at this area, and probably we might be able to see another potential trade setup here. Hi traders, I've entered on the Euro New Zealand dollar pair on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, for this trade, why did I enter is due to this candle right here where there is a rejection, and I would like to follow the 200 moving average down towards the downside, and I see that there is actually followed by some red candles here. I might be wrong that this trade will not continue downwards as a downtrend and the trend might reverse up to hit my stop loss. Therefore, I actually try to place a slightly bigger stop loss for this trade, and we shall see what happens for this trade the next few candles, and I will update you guys again. Hi traders, here's an update of the Euro New Zealand dollar pair. The trade has went up and we have taken a stop loss, losing $15. from this trade, actually I feel that I might be a bit too blinded by the long-term fact that it's a downtrend, but actually it is turning into an uptrend, and I fail to see that this is just like a retracement kind of candles, and I entered on the retracement instead of following the trend. So maybe on hindsight I should take note and look more closely at the graph before entering any trades.
The next trade would be the euro and pound New Zealand dollar. They have a very similar structure on the 4-hour candle. So what we did was we actually split the traditional 1.5R that we have been using into 0.75R respectively for each trade. So what we saw was actually a rejection candle of the 4-hour chart. So we took it upon retracement, and the price eventually went in our favor, and we got a small profit from here. Yep, going forward, actually, um, we'll be thinking of ways to maximizing our profits going forward, because looking at where we took profit from, is still a quite significant distance before price actually reverse. So that is something that we could look going forward. The next pair would be pound New Zealand. Yep, so we spotted this pin bar around the same time as the euro trade, and the concept is the same, and we are also lucky to get out of this trade with a profit. So the next trade that we are in is the euro Aussie dollar. So we got into this chart on the daily time frame, on this pin bar, and our price right now is moving in our favor, and we have shifted our stop just above this this swing high region over here. So actually this had become a rather risk-free trade right now. So going forward into next week, there's two significant level that it must be able to break for us to eventually take our profit. So it's the first blue zone that's highlighted here will be the first resistance level to clear, and eventually before eventually hitting our next profit target here, there's another quite significant swing high to break above. So we'll be looking closely for monitoring this trade closely. Should price eventually break above this blue resistance zone, we might actually look to add a small position over at 1.067 level and take the trade right up to our profit target level. Yep, that's all for this week.
Hi traders, week 16 has passed, and here's an update of our portfolio. We did 5 trades and we are now standing at $1,060. This week has been a decent week for us, and we will look forward to accumulate more green weeks for the channel. As always, if you like the content, do support us by hitting the like button and subscribe to this channel for our trade journal videos. And remember, will we succeed? We shall see.